Hey YouTube, I'm back once again with some more pickups. These been for November of 2021, except for Black Friday, mostly because most of what I bought on Black Friday hasn't arrived. I did pick up one thing in HMV on Friday, but I'm going to keep hold of that till I do my Black Friday video, and one thing I got on Amazon came through the post as well. So 2 items up to now, but I'm waiting for HMV online, Zavi and 101 Films and Arrow actually. Parcels from all of those. The 101 Films, it's worrying me a little because I purchased that over a week ago. It was kind of an early Black Friday sale, and they were posted out the Monday or Tuesday last week. It's Sunday today, so yeah, I'm a little worried about them. Hopefully they'll arrive tomorrow. If not, I might have to get onto them and figure out what the problem is. Anyway, moving on to these pickups. Some of this stuff I did actually buy on Black Friday, but they weren't part of any kind of Black Friday sale. They were just what was in the shops at the time. But these first two came from Blu Ray Bullet Brit. I won one of Pete's prize draws back in September, I believe, and these arrived in the post earlier this month. So what I got was Flags of Our Fathers 2D special edition. This looks to me like it's pretty much identical packaging and contents wise to the HD DVD that I own. It's an American release. I don't think it's region locked, but honestly I haven't actually put it in the player to check. And then the other one is obviously the companion movie to that, Letters to Iwo Jima. Sorry, Letters from Iwo Jima. These are both Clint Eastwood movies, I believe. This one is a Warner Brothers. The UK releases of these on HD DVD and maybe on Blu Ray as well. They're both Warner Brothers. But in the US, I guess the different Flags is DreamWorks. Then moving on, I think it was last weekend. It must have been Saturday because the market was on. I didn't get this from the market, but other things I did. There's a new chain, or a relatively new chain, at least to this area. I don't know if it's local or whether it's nationwide. Called CGX, not CEX. We all know CEX, but these are called CGX, and they're a little bit similar to CEX, although they concentrate more on CGX. I'm talking about concentrate more on hardware as opposed to CEX, although doing hardware, be it phones, watches, video games, consoles, computers, peripherals, that type of thing. Their predominant shop space, at least, is software, be it video games or movie discs, or TV for that matter. Whereas CGX seems to be, like I say, predominantly hardware based. They do have some games and a small selection of movies, Blu-rays and DVDs, and I picked one that is actually a film I've never seen, at least not in its entirety. I'm sure I've seen clips here and there over the years. This been Young Guns from, I want to say, the late 80s, I think. I'm not entirely sure. But it's a pretty well-known cast. But yeah, like I say, never seen this film, at least in its entirety. So we'll be watching it fairly soon. It was £2. and on the same day on the market, I must have caught, well, there's no must about it, I did catch them as they were packing up, and there was, everything had been put back into like plastic, those they're like a basket that's plastic that folds down flat or flat-ish, and then it's hard to describe, but they lift back up into a basket. Anyway, it put all this stuff away. Most of it was already on the back of his trailer, but there was two that had some Blu-rays in, so I said, can I have a quick look before you put these away? So I had a quick look through, and at £1 each I grabbed the Ultimate Avengers 1 and 2 animated movies. I think I had these on Steelbook, or at least one of them on Steelbook at one time, but that was only £1. And then also for £1 I got a copy of Spider-Man Homecoming with the slip, which is in a fairly sorry condition. I mean, it's not awful, but it's but anyway, I don't need this slip, I don't want the slip. I need to find a new case for this, because again the case is not great either, but I got it because I already have this slip, which is part of the Marvel phase 2, or is it phase 3? Phase 3, of course it is. Yeah, slip, so that'll add to my Marvel phase 1, 2 and 3 slipcover collection. Then this next bunch all came from Cash Converters, and this is what I bought literally on Black Friday just a couple of days ago. There was nothing in the charity shops that day, at least that I saw. I only went to Middlesbrough, I didn't go around to any other towns. And the reason I went, because a second CX has opened, literally 2-3 minutes walk. It's only around the corner from the other CX. Now I have seen 2 CXs in towns or cities in the past, but they're usually a little bit of a walk away from each other. These are really close. So firstly, for £1 I got the complete series of Darling Buds of May. I remember watching odd episodes of this when it was on telly back in the early 90s, I think it was, but I never saw it all. I thought for £1 it's definitely worth getting. Then this next lot were all part of a, well, at first I was just picking them because they were like 20 and 50 pence each, and the first couple that I grabbed was Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, in a, I can't get into it because of the, oh, it's because yeah, the label is stuck over it, but it's a snapper case, but it's not been closed properly. The snapper is actually underneath the card. But yeah, it was 20p, so another snapper that I can add to the collection. And then I found another one made in America with Whoopi Goldberg and Ted Danson, so I thought I'll grab that one. This was again 20p. I am a little bit worried about getting these stickers off though, because Cash Converter stickers can be notoriously awful to remove. Keep going out of focus. And then I think this was the first one that I picked up. It's a Super Jewel case, U2 Vertigo 05, live from Berlin, is it? No, Chicago. Must have been a different one in Berlin. And this one was 50p, and I was good at that point. But then I saw right on the end of the shelf any 5 DVDs, excluding box sets and Blu-rays, £1. So I thought, well, what else can I find? And having a quick look through, some David Attenborough, Planet Earth 2. This is available on Blu-ray, and at some point I will get it on, or I will get it again on Blu-ray. I did already own this, I believe, or was it? I'm just trying to think now. There was a big sleeve that I owned, Was that Planet Earth? I've got a feeling it might not have been Planet Earth. It was one of his other ones, but it was two, whatever it was. But it was more to do with the oceans, if I recall. Yeah, so again 20p, but it works out that all of these were 20p. And then finally, really struggling at this point, and I was just looking for anything that might be a little bit limited that can sit in the collection, and I ended up getting the 2-disc have I missed something? This is not even a UK release. Oh, I'm just looking at that thinking that's not in English. Okay, so I really didn't look at this properly. It's by the looks, it's probably German, but looking through the lens, looking through this on the screen of the camera, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I've maybe dropped a bollock on that one, but I mean it was 50p, but it brought it down to 20p. Oh well, never mind. And although they had a small selection of Blu-rays on the shelf, there was nothing that I wanted. When I got to the counter, there was a whole bunch more behind the counter. And I managed to find a couple. So for £1.50, I got Men in Black International with the slip. Again, it worries me about this sticker, but I already have another slipcover in my pile of slipcovers to go on this, so I don't need to worry about that one. And then finally from Cash Converters, Forsaken. I got this primarily for the cast. I don't know anything about it. It looks like it's a western of some kind, or a modern western I should say. But yeah, it's got a pretty good cast in there, so chuffed over that one. That one was £1.25. I'm going to stop here for a moment and just tidy all this up before we move on to the second pile. So some of these stickers are proving more difficult than others. The 2 snapper cases, those came off relatively easy. See, that one was wrapped around there. I literally just cut across with my fingernail, opened up the snapper, and actually the box was on top of the snapper. I just opened it up, which tore the label in half, and then on both sides it was on the plastic, and it came off the plastic really easily, and then slowly peeled it away from the card. And this one, it left one tiny little mark, but it's underneath the latch, so you don't notice it so much. And that other one came off great again. Planet Earth 2, that came off no problem. This one I didn't think was going to be any trouble because it's plastic, and it came off very easily. It was over the barcode there. But we get onto these card ones, and I'm struggling terrifically getting these off. So we're going to have to go to other measures to try and release the stickers from these sets. This one, it doesn't really matter so much because I can just replace that that slip cover. Anyway, moving on. And speaking of slip covers, this was a bargain. Got this off eBay a few weeks ago. It's an Arrow US release and a US exclusive. Arrow UK didn't release this, or at least they haven't as yet. It's Silent Running with the slipcover. Comes with the reversible art. I've already flipped it on the inside, so the artwork was the same as that, and I just flipped it to the inside art, which is a lot of other releases have used that. The Eureka release uses that artwork. Inside I've got disc and booklet. I paid, I think it was £12.80 something for it. No, I can't get it closed again. I've been looking at these on Amazon and buying those on eBay for like high 20s, 25, 27, even £30, and for me that was just going to be too much. This one was was it on auction or did I buy it now? I think it was on auction. And I got it, like I say, for £12.80 something, and I had £12.50 in nectar points. I actually, out of pocket, I was only like 30 odd p, 34, 35p. So yeah, really chuffed to have got that, another Arrow slipcover edition to add to my collection. It is Region A like most of the American Arrow releases, but that's okay. So yeah, happy with that one. And carrying on the Arrow theme, a set that I don't buy for that often these days, Aerodrome, this being Maniac Cop. There wasn't a whole load of these released. I think there was somewhere in the low 30s. And at the moment, this will be number 22 that I own of the single releases. And then, from what I can remember, there's 3 box sets, and I've got all 3 box sets. So I've maybe got another 10 or so of these to collect. Might not even be that many. Yeah, I found this on eBay for $4.99, and it was showing with the reversible sleeve. In the picture, whoever had put the reversible sleeve in, so it was actually showing with that sleeve. So you might not immediately know that it was an Aerodrome release, other than the fact that it showed the disc inside with the booklet. So that, to me, told me exactly what it was, and I knew it was one that I needed. So a £5, I was more than happy to find that. There is another one on there at the moment, but it's a bit more expensive. I think they're wanting about £6.99 plus postage. So we'll see whether that gets relisted, maybe a bit cheaper. But yeah, it's definitely another one that I'm after. But stay tuned, we'll see what happens with that one. This is a Blu Ray that came from Amazon, but it was something that Roy once again put on Movie Mad, and it was ridiculously cheap. I think, what was it, £2.60, something like that. The Girl Trilogy, all 3 movies. These been, I believe, the theatrical versions. I do own all 3 individually, but I also have the box set of the extended versions. But obviously this is much slimmer than the 3 movies together, so this will replace those, and it was factory sealed, so very chuffed to have got that. This, I believe, and the moment I'm saying that, I'm doubting myself now, is the last that I need of the Italian collection in these limited edition sets, the Violent Professionals. This again came from Amazon. It was reduced to £20, whereas all the others that I got the other week were, or last month, were £25 in HMV. Like I say, I believe this is the last one, but there might be another one, if it hasn't already been released, coming soon in this packaging. And I think there's one more title beyond that, well, not beyond that, but one more title also that, for whatever reason, in the middle of these box sets, they released one that wasn't in a box set. Don't ask me why, I don't know. But that's one that I also need. But I think I'm only, like I say, 1 or 2 titles short of having a back up to a full collection again. Obviously, as I keep releasing them, that will go down, and hopefully I'll keep up to date. Then finally, in CX, some of these were on Friday, and I think one was a couple of weeks ago. We'll go with the one a couple of weeks ago. I was actually in CX looking specifically for 4Ks for a friend, and I spotted this one. I thought, you know what, I'm going to get this one for my collection. I do kind of collect these already. The Resident Evil movies, I've got them all in one form or another on Blu Ray, but a few I've got multiple copies, either because they're in 3D or in steelbooks. But I didn't have any 4K releases, so we've got Resident Evil Afterlife, £6, so I thought, why not? Comes with the slipcover, really happy about that. Then, like I say, on Friday, when I was in Middlesbrough, I was in a couple of CXs, and this one popped up. Last time I saw this, I think it was about £12. Well, 12 Monkeys, the second season. Absolutely love this show. Seasons 3 and 4 have yet to get Blu-ray releases in the UK. Whether they ever will, who knows? But they are available in Australia. But they're not cheap, and try getting things posted to the UK from Australia. They do appear occasionally on eBay, so I might just keep an eye out on eBay, and hopefully I might get lucky and find those two at a not ridiculous price. I mean, I don't think I'll ever get them that cheap, but yeah, we'll see. So yeah, great time travel show. Another TV show that I really enjoyed when it was on telly. This was one that I watched every week when it was airing, and there was only 2 series, and it was cancelled on a cliffhanger at the end of series 2. Revolution. Great post-apocalyptic TV show. Really enjoyed that. Again, £6. And it comes with a slip. I do already have the slip boxes for both seasons of this. That if I ever came across them, it wouldn't matter whether I got the box or not, but as it turns out, this one came with it, so great. And then finally, another one of the premium collection that I was looking out for, Logans Run. I do have a US release of this, which I bought long before the UK got a release of Logans Run. It's one of my favourite sci-fi movies from the 70s that I watched growing up. And I don't think this includes anything on the disc that is different from the US release, other than this comes with 2 discs, DVD and Blu-ray, and it's still got the art cards and the sealed. So very chuffed I've got that. It's the original issue that comes with the digital copy, which is great. So yeah, happy to have found that. So there we go. This month's pickups, obviously, like I've mentioned, not including Black Friday, but once I get all of those here, maybe in the next week or so, we'll do a Black Friday pickups video. Anyway, thanks once again for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Ta-ra.